What's going on, guys? It's Chef. I was actually gonna not upload today, and I was just gonna end up grinding it out and just finishing the AR and the SMG or whatever, get Dark Matter for both of them, and then after that, I don't really know. I'm not completely done with this Farah weapon or whatever, but I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, I know a lot of people are using it in Warzone, but even in multiplayer on this game, it's not bad. By the way, thank you to everybody out there that gave support on the past 2 videos that I uploaded. I uploaded them super early, and it was part of the reason why I wasn't actually even gonna upload today. I'm just, I don't know, everything's out of the schedule and everything, so just thank you to everybody that was there. I think that video for the season release anyway ended up peaking at number 4 on gaming trending, so that's, I'm pretty sure, the highest I've ever been, so thank you for that. Got some special ass people that show up when you get that high up on trending, though, for real. So they got double XP, double weapon XP out. That's why I was, you know, just utilizing this, using it as much as I possibly can. Probably just gonna go into the Nuketown playlist, but this isn't necessarily about the new weapons or whatever. Everyone's seeing everything about those new weapons, of course. Everyone's talking about the Farah especially. Basically, the Farah 83, especially in Warzone, a lot of people are comparing to the FFAR, the FAR in Farah. But one of the biggest things that ended up changing on Cold War in particular, the secret sniper buff that ended up coming out. I don't know if it's necessarily intended to be working like this, but it is. So as you guys know, whenever you're quick scoping, usually it would just look something like this. You scope in and just shoot there. Boom. Every time your scope ends up dead center, and as soon as you see the scope, you end up just taking the shot immediately. So once you get your centering down and all that stuff, it goes really well. You can kind of see it right there. They have brought back Pop Shot, which is basically a buff to the sniper rifles. It's specifically for quick scoping, the quickest of the quick scopes you could possibly see. You could call them black scope, Pop Shot. There's a lot of terms and words for it, but basically now you don't even need to be completely all the way in. Now you can get to about there, and every single bullet will be able to go straight for you. Now see, I'm not insanely good with it, so obviously other people could, you know, do it better, but basically you can shoot much earlier now whenever you're quick scoping. Every lobby is super sweaty though, so yeah, fuck it. Now, these snipers are basically the slowest snipers have ever been in COD history, 100%. Like, the fastest that you can build them is still slower than, you know, the slowest that we've ever had before. So that was always the main argument about, you know, whether or not the sniping was, you know, OP or not in this game. You get a lot of conflicting, you know, opinions out there and stuff, and I mean, it comes down to opinion, I guess, but there are certain things that are just kind of facts and are really difficult to refute, I guess. You can't say that they're not the slowest that they've ever been, but that doesn't, I guess, necessarily make them the weakest they've ever been. For example, people talk about the fact that there is no flinch on the sniper rifles. That's considered super OP and just not really fair. When someone's holding an angle or whatever, you can't really do anything about it. You can't, if you decide to challenge them, they only need 1 bullet to hit you, and you need multiple to hit them. And one of the best arguments I've seen against quick scoping is that the one thing about quick scoping, even though it's considered, you know, more skillful and more difficult and not as efficient in most scenarios, the one big advantage that it has is that basically the entire gunfight is decided on the sniper. I basically control the entire engagement from the start. If I hit my shot, I win. If I miss my shot, I lose. Basically guaranteed. You get good with this shit, you can line people up in the center of your screen with that dot right there and be able to just pop people. Now, given it doesn't seem like it's a massive difference, but it does shave off, I would say, at least a frame or 2 of speed. So technically, if you get really good with this, they've given a buff, essentially, to it. It's like they added stippled grip tape almost, except it's not actually faster, and obviously it's not actually scoping in any faster, but I can shoot accurately faster. So once you find that sweet spot and everything and just get it down just like in the other games, MW2 was a big one for this. I'll be able to show you guys better in a private match. Everyone's just playing so seriously because of the double XP. It's so exhausting and tiring. So usually you would have to get all the way to your scope like this for it to go straight, but now you kind of just need to be around here. Around that point, you'll see the little crosshair things go like this, and usually they would have to hit dead center, and then it would be the full scope. But now it seems like they disappear at a certain point before it's fully in. Right there, see that? Look. See? I'm not even scoping it all the way. It only needs to disappear a little bit. So before, the bullet wouldn't just go in that area that these are, the spread out area. It says that it does, but whenever you would do this, and it would get smaller, it seemed like before it was just a visual thing. Now it seems like it is actually literal, where your hip fire does actually get that much smaller when you're ADS. It did not lessen your actual hip fire when you were scoping in before. It was either you got your hip fire spread, which is just your hip fire spread, and it never changes, depending on whether you're walking walking or moving or whatever it may be, but it will never actually get more accurate until the scope is all the way in. Before, I need to be like more in this area where I actually need to see the scope and where I'm aiming and everything. But now, I can just do... It almost looks like how theater mode looked like on Black Ops 2, where it just... I mean, if you get good enough at this, yeah, I can see how it's pretty cheese. Doesn't seem like it's 100% pinpoint accurate, but it's up there. It's way more accurate than it was, 100%, no doubt about it in my mind. Yeah, you get the gist of it. There it is. That's what I was trying to show in those games. But everybody's jumping around, sliding, drop shotting and shit. It's just not fun to play into or against or whatever. So the plan basically is to get both of those weapons, you know, Dark Matter Ultra, and then probably go into Warzone and figure out what to do over there. I have a whole other video I can make on Warzone about the shit that's going on over there at this point, since everything is actually fixed for me. It's a huge change of pace for me. I say fixed. I'll talk about that a different time. Latest Black Ops Cold War update. Performance improvements, Outbreak stability fixes, Outbreak bonus XP fix, Apocalypse is in prop hunt now, Ray gun splash damage was fixed, League play menu updates, double XP is here. I was waiting around for, you know, some sort of hot fix or anything to go out. Apparently there's also supposed to be a hot fix that comes out on Warzone as well, but because they messed some stuff up over there. Is there any reason why this gun in particular actually faces the opposite direction in the kill feed than all of the other weapons in the game? No, they updated and fixed Warzone and everything, and I'm still playing Diablo over here. Actually might start playing Path of Exile. I keep having people talk to me about that as well. I tried playing it a little bit, but I went back to Diablo to just kind of be familiar again, for the sake of Diablo 4, but now that I ended up getting like the actual builds and stuff that I need or whatever, so now I'm just kind of like, tried a couple other classes and stuff, Crusader and other stuff like that, so now I just kind of want to try different games. I don't want to make content on it, don't talk to me about it. It's something I'm doing for my mental outside of it. I mean, it's something special when I can literally only play this game at like an hour at a time while trying to make content on it anyway. Other times I could just sit here and just brain dead and just say nothing. Today feels like a weird day. For whatever reason, a certain day of the week would feel a certain way, or you would wake up and think that it felt like a certain day and it was a completely different day. Today feels like it's like a Sunday for me, but like a Sunday when I was in school. I don't know how to describe it, but my day feels different. Oh, we lost. It was a nice try, everyone. They really, really, really wanted to win that game. Man, we should have tried harder. We'll win the next Cash Cup. The circuit is tough today. But yeah, you get the gist of it. They did kind of hidden patch secret buff the sniper rifles. It's not bullshit. I mean, that's definitely a thing. That's not how it worked before. So I don't know if that was intentional. I don't know if they're gonna make any adjustment to it. I highly doubt it if they haven't touched the snipers by this point. And honestly, I hope they don't. But you know, by me saying that, who knows? They'll probably do it now that I said something. I really hope I'm not that important. Anyone that put this in there secretly though, within those patches, this update, I like you.